Can you imagine a daily journey that transforms from hours of gridlock to a swift, seamless ride? That's the promise of the Johor Bahru-Singapore RTS Link, a cutting-edge rail project poised to revolutionize cross-border travel. With a staggering price tag of $2.9 billion, this 4-kilometer marvel will connect Johor Bahru to Singapore, slashing commute times from hours to mere minutes. This project isn't just about convenience, it's about solving a massive logistical headache. The current crossings are overwhelmed, with hundreds of thousands of commuters stuck in never-ending traffic. The RTS Link, set for completion in 2026, promises to change all that with its state-of-the-art engineering and efficient design. So how did a bold vision from 2010 finally evolve into a transformative infrastructure project? Look here on the map. Malaysia and Singapore are two vibrant, neighboring countries with a deeply intertwined relationship. Residents frequently travel between these two nations for work, to visit friends and family, or simply for leisure. Traditionally, these journeys have relied on two primary crossings: the Johor-Singapore Causeway and the Malaysia-Singapore Second Link. The Johor-Singapore Causeway, a 1-kilometer-long stretch of road and rail, has been a vital artery since its inception, facilitating the daily commute of thousands. However, by the 1990s, it became clear that this causeway alone could no longer bear the burgeoning traffic. The Malaysia-Singapore Second Link was introduced to address this, a bridge designed to alleviate some of the congestion. But fast forward to today, both crossings are often overwhelmed, leaving commuters frustrated and impacting the economies of both countries due to delays and inefficiencies. So, something had to change. Enter the RTS Link, a 4-kilometer rail connection that promises to transform this scenario. First proposed in 2010, the project was envisioned as a game-changer for both countries, easing traffic on the congested causeway and enhancing connectivity. But before it could come to life, the idea of a mass rapid transit system between northern Singapore and Johor Bahru had been floating around since 1991. Back then, the plan was to extend Singapore's MRT system to Johor Bahru, a notion endorsed by both nations. However, it wasn't until the Singapore-Malaysia Leaders Retreat in 2010 that the project gained real momentum. The plan was clear: link Tanjung Puteri in Johor Bahru with Woodlands in Singapore. We'll come to why these two destinations are important in a moment, but the idea was to create a seamless, efficient transit route across the Strait of Johor. Yet, despite the high hopes, the project faced numerous delays, political changes, economic considerations, and detailed technical planning pushed the start of construction to a decade later, finally getting underway in 2021. Imagine standing in the bustling heart of Johor Bahru, Malaysia, gazing across the Straits of Johor toward the vibrant city of Singapore. The Johor Bahru-Singapore RTS Link, a $2.9 billion engineering marvel, is about to change how people traverse this stretch of water. Stretching approximately 4 kilometers, this link is not just a bridge, but a symbol of innovation and connectivity, designed to serve up to 10,000 passengers per hour in each direction during peak times. The project will start at Bukit Jagar Station in Johor Bahru. From here, the RTS Link will transport passengers across the Straits of Johor to Woodlands North Station in Singapore. This journey, which currently takes over an hour by road, will be reduced to a mere 5 minutes by this high-speed rail. Why these locations? Bukit Jagar, located in the heart of Johor Bahru, is a bustling urban center in Malaysia. Johor Bahru, often referred to as JB, is the southern gateway of Malaysia, directly across the causeway from Singapore. It's a key economic and commercial hub with close ties to Singapore, making it a strategic starting point for the RTS Link. On the other side, Woodlands North is situated in the northern region of Singapore, a vibrant area known for its residential and commercial developments. The selection of Woodlands North integrates seamlessly with Singapore's extensive MRT network, particularly the Thomson East Coastline (TEL), enhancing connectivity. Construction kicked off in 2021 with a focus on essential components like the customs, immigration, and quarantine (CIQ) facilities, tunnels, and viaducts. The CIQ facilities are pivotal. They are strategically placed at both ends of the link, meaning you clear immigration at your departure point, making the journey smoother and faster. Now, let's zoom in on one of the engineering marvels of the RTS Link, the connecting span. This isn't just any bridge, it's a 17.1 meter long reinforced concrete structure weighing 340 tons. Think about that for a second. 340 tons delicately positioned 26 meters above sea level, linking Malaysia's Pier 47 to Singapore's Pier 48. The precision and engineering expertise required here are immense. Moving on to the foundation work on the Singapore side, the team completed 12 pile caps, essentially massive concrete bases anchoring the piers supporting the viaduct. These pile caps are crucial. They bear the weight and stresses of the elevated rail structure, ensuring stability and durability. Without them, the piers could sink or shift, compromising the entire structure. More than 1,000 workers are transforming an empty plot of land next to Woodlands North MRT station into a bustling construction site spanning 30 hectares, about the size of 42 football fields. This is where 40,000 people are expected to pass through daily when the RTS Link starts operations at the end of 2026. Before construction could even begin, hard granite had to be blasted away using explosives. This process required the utmost precision to ensure the adjacent Thomson East Coastline (TEL) remained unaffected. Sensors and instruments monitored vibrations and structural tilt, ensuring the TEL station did not move excessively due to the ongoing construction. Once the hard rock was cleared, concrete piles were installed as deep as 50 meters into the ground. These piles form the foundation of the RTS Link station at Woodlands North and a 3-story customs, immigration, and quarantine CIQ building, which includes 2 basement levels. Cranes and piling rigs worked around the clock. At the peak of piling works, 50 cranes and rigs were deployed, operating 24/7 to meet tight timelines. In total, more than 2,000 piles were installed for Singapore's section of the RTS Link. One of the major engineering tasks involved lifting and installing concrete segments to form the rail viaduct. These segments, custom-made at an 8,000 square meter precast yard, were like giant Lego pieces. There will be 207 such segments in total, each weighing up to 180 tons. The smaller segments used on land are about 10 meters wide and 4 meters tall, while the larger segments over water can reach up to 8 meters in height. Working at heights with high winds and rough weather conditions required millimeter precision. That's the level of accuracy and expertise involved. Let's not forget the marine piers. In total, Singapore is constructing 12 piers for its section of the viaduct, 3 on land and 9 in the Strait of Johor. The foundation work for these piers is critical, particularly for Pier 48, the one farthest from Singapore and closest to Malaysia. Completed in March 2023, this foundation marks a significant milestone, with workers using boats and barges to transport equipment and materials due to the logistical challenges posed by the waterway. To ensure the flow of vessels, Singapore opted for boats and barges instead of a temporary trestle bridge used by Malaysia. This decision, while logistically complex, allowed for a temporary navigational channel to be maintained. Meanwhile, the underground tunnel connects the viaduct to the RTS Link Woodlands North station, ensuring a seamless transition for passengers. This tunnel, built at a maximum depth of 28 meters, is part of the intricate underground linkway system. The CIQ building and the RTS Link station at Woodlands North boast a total gross floor area of about 180,000 square meters, roughly 10 times the size of a typical MRT station. The RTS Link is poised to have a profound impact on the region, not just by easing congestion, but by fostering closer economic ties between Singapore and Johor Bahru. Businesses on both sides of the border stand to benefit immensely. Reduced travel times mean increased productivity, as employees and goods can move more freely and reliably. The enhanced connectivity is likely to attract new businesses and investments, further boosting the economic landscape of the region. As we look forward to its completion, one question remains: how will this new link transform the daily lives of the people it's designed to serve? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and turn on notifications for more updates.